guys, today we're going to be getting some gameplay of some, sorry, I forgot to, forgot to mess with my mic, but anyways, today we're going to be getting some gameplay of some GB matches. This is a new series I'm going to be starting. It's going to be best out of 3 CWL settings. I know I said GB, but it's going to be CWL settings. I'm pretty pumped about it. I've been playing these and grinding these games so much. My current record for my 1v1 team, I believe, I want to say is 65 and 17, I believe. I just played today, but for some reason, I just can't remember. But yeah, I wanted to. They're actually going to be doing live gameplays with recording on them. This one I kind of wanted just to hop into theater mode and just kind of do some talking over it, just so you guys can kind of get the idea of the new series. But basically, the way it's going to work is I'm going to call it like CWL. I don't know. I still haven't quite came up with the name of it, but it's going to be like CWL number 1, number 2, something like that probably. Maybe like 3 series CWL, something along those lines. That's probably what I'm going to go with. So yeah, when you see those, definitely check into those. For some reason, guys, I don't know what's going on, but this round loss literally just keeps coming up, and I can't get it off. I've literally tried, so hopefully it's going to come off in a little bit. I don't know. But anyways, this is some really good gameplay I got. Kind of wanted to show you guys. Hopefully this is going to come off. I hope it does. But I'm going to have 2 more matches after this. I think I go into... No, I think I 2-0 this guy. I might 2-0 this guy. If not, there will be 2 more matches. But basically... I do best out of 3. The reason I like to do that, mainly because when you're doing 1v1s, timing can just be a huge issue, and if you just do one game, it can be unlucky for another player. So it's to be thoughtful for myself and the other player. It gives us both a chance to kind of figure out how we play and make it a little more difficult. So I'm going to be doing best out of 3. If I 2-0 someone, I'll post both games. If it goes into overtime and there's a third game, I'll post that one. Basically, every game that I play is just going to go up 1, 2, 3, game number 3, game number 4, game number 5. So that's the way it's going to work. That's kind of how I'm going to upload them. That guy was hiding under the red van, and I got him, but this thing keeps popping up. It's so annoying. There it goes. It finally goes away. So, yes. Well, sorry, I just lost my train of thought talking about that guy under there. So yeah, I want to do tips and tricks. Like I said, I have strategies that I use for maps, and so basically I'm going to explain all that to you guys and basically give away my strategy, stuff that I've learned and works the best for me. But this guy, I have this sick play in this one that I just had to freaking get YouTube worthy on, and so I can't wait to show you that. I was kind of horsejacking around. I pulled out my sniper. This guy, I'm not for sure. His record wasn't like the best, so I was just kind of like jacking around, kind of seeing how he's going to play, but I ended up starting to hit some stuff with the sniper, so I ended up keeping it out and messing around with it. So basically, after I upload this game, I'm in the central time zone, so I'll probably upload this maybe around like midnight central time zone, and then I'll upload the other 2 tomorrow, probably around 10 o'clock or noon, right in that range, so you can expect the other 2 gameplays to go in. And I'm hoping every other day I can get some of these GB matches in. That's kind of my goal. I've had a lot of difficulties with my PC, with like my mouth like lagging with the gameplay and stuff like that, so it's just because of it's saying like low disk space or some bull crap like that. So this I choked so bad. You're gonna see that, but just try not to look at it. So yeah, I've had some difficulties with that, so that's kind of why I haven't gotten any uploads done. But the matches I have been playing against these kids have just been like, can you really like the YouTube channel? I subscribed. You should really start a series like this. So that's something I've been wanting to do, mainly because there's been a lot of people that have wanted me to do it. And it's something I really enjoy to do, but I wanted to gain a little bit of experience with it. That way I'm just not like a complete noob with it or anything like that. So yeah, there's that. Kind of let's talk about the gameplay a little bit. I really was starting to get a feel for this guy and how he was playing. It it was getting to the point to where it was just like that. Um, I was starting to read them. Turns out, I believe we go into overtime this game. Yeah. We go into overtime for sure. And I'm not gonna like spoil it or ruin it or anything. But yeah, we go into overtime, so this is a really intense game. But I ended up keeping the sniper out. I was just feeling confident with the sniper, so I ended up keeping it out. So yeah, there's that. Just lost my train of thought. I totally had something else I wanted to talk about. Shoot, dude. Totally forget. But yeah, a few tips and tricks I wanted to kind of point out in this. When you're playing these types of games, really try and get a feel for how the opponent's gonna be playing. See if they're gonna play it like a little bit slowish, if they're gonna push a little bit much. This guy, what I was starting to figure out was after I started playing with him more and more, like very first round, he like rush planted B like that, just like that. So right after that, he just started camping corners. So I started just to find him in corners, like camping. Just like that, I read that like a book. I knew he was going to be over there. Right after here, what I really like to do up here is head mid with this sniper. Use my thermal, check everything. And then if he's not coming mid or bunker, normally you can get a peek and they'll be coming around the left side flank. This one I just felt like he was going to come bunker. He hadn't done it yet, so I just stayed right here with the sniper, and sure enough, he came bunker. So if I can give like a major tip, guys, don't just like rush out there first round and like the very first round and try and like rush out there and try and find him immediately. Like, play it a little bit slower, see how they're going to play, be smart about how you play, don't make stupid choices, because for me personally, like when you win the first round of a game, that's like huge. That's like build your confidence. That's like, all right, let's go, babe. We can get this. So like when I'm like stupid and I lose the first round, it kind of like sets the mood for the game. So that's just how I kind of am personally. So if I could give like any personal tip to you guys, play it a little bit slower, see how they're gonna play, etc., etc. As far as specialist goes, for playing 1v1s, the only specialist I personally like to use is Glitch. I mean, you could go with Heatwave, of course, but I suck with Heatwave, so I go with Glitch. I think it's one of the best specialists to use in 1v1. I mean, you can run at someone, see where they're at, and just glitch back. Sometimes even just glitch right directly behind them. So that's huge. So yeah, that's my specialist. As far as class setups go, I really like to play with VMP. I'm not as much of an AR player, so I normally run with the VMP. And then, of course, I just have my standard classes like Dead Silence, Blast Suppressor, Fast Hands, and I don't believe I run like Afterburn or anything like that, or Overclock in any of my classes. Just because I normally run like 3 attachments on my gun. And normally like some lethals or something like that along those lines. And then I'll normally have like my tactical and my flak jacket class. So I got all those. And then I normally have a sniper class on deck. I like sniper. Using a sniper and a pistol as my backup, probably like one of my ultimate favorite things to use. I really do like that. And this match is this thing really going to pop up again? That is so weird. Sorry guys, I can't do anything about it. I've literally restarted my PS4 like 3 times. It just goes on and off. So yeah, if I couldn't stress this enough, I knew he was going to come this side. I promise you guys, I'm not a camper, but I was just reading this guy like a book at this point. But I can't express enough how much it can like help you out so much just to carry a flashbang with you. Like if you have an extra spot in your like lethals category, and you have like a grenade, switch out and put in like a flashbang. I'm not as big on concussions. I think flashbangs I really like. I mean, you could go either way. I normally use flashbangs, so I can't really say too much about concussions. But I think flashbangs, like when you get in those 1v1 situations, you're like standing behind that rock right there and he's out there and we're just kind of like battling out. I can just throw a flashbang out there, flash him, and that's a free kill. So, I mean, not carrying a flashbang, I mean, I personally like to carry him. It's not because I'm not confident enough in not knowing that I can't win those gunfights and whatnot, but I literally know that carrying a flashbang and getting in like those far and like in-depth like gun battles, I can just toss out there and get a free kill. So that's what I like to do. Normally I always save my specialist. I normally don't use it like directly. And this guy, honestly, when he planted bombs, I could never ever figure out how he's gonna play. Like starting towards the end here, if he ever planted B, he normally would wrap back around there somehow. This one I just kind of didn't know what to do, so I just kind of went for the defuse. So, this next round coming up is the big round right here. So this was like when I decided, I was like, this is going on YouTube. Yeah, I think is this one, right? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Definitely this one. Sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. This is like, I'm just gonna be quiet here, and you guys just gotta watch this. Okay, so he doesn't see me. He's pushing out back around mid. He's gonna come right back around here. I decided to keep the sniper out. Okay. So I'm gonna get quiet so you guys can watch this play right here. This is, look at this. Switch the sniper. Bam. Oh my god, dude. That's when I wanted to message and just be like, can you just give me the win? Because I was like, oh my gosh. That was literally glitch. Pull out my sniper. I don't know why I did it, but I just was like, alright, I'm pulling out my sniper. Quick scope right to the dome. So I got that kill and put us into overtime. That's what we go into. But as far as the other games go, sorry, I saw my light going, so I was looking what that was. As far as my other games go, and I end up winning this. The other two games that I actually play, I'm going to just upload, and there won't be any commentary or anything over them, just because I've kind of explained everything. As far as future games go, though, I will do live commentary over those. But this one, I just kind of want to explain what the series is going to be about. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I hope you guys are doing good. Sorry about the uploads not coming in all the way. But yeah, lots of stuff coming, guys. Thanks for all the support I've been getting on my videos. It means a lot. And I hope